Welcome and thank you for joining us for our webinar on how you can integrate Microsoft Teams with TelCloud, our flagship VoIP platform. My name's Glenn Walker. I'll be presenting on behalf of Inline Communications today. You can see our number in our website right at the bottom, 416-800-2691, inlinecom.com. If you're liking what you're hearing, you want to go, give us a call right away. It's right there. But without further ado, let's get into it. Our agenda today: who is Inline Communications? Like, who are we? Who do we help? Microsoft Teams integration, that's why you're here. Our TelCloud VoIP platform that we integrate with. Some pricing details, and you're going to want to stick around to the end because we have a limited time offer. Now, a little bit about Inline and our journey through time, our past. We've been established since 1995 in the GTA. We've done over 3,000 installs. We've been around since before VoIP even existed, so we've been here, the whole time. Phone systems used to be, siloed. They weren't even connected to the internet. You couldn't do anything. And every change required physical visits to customer sites to do anything. It was crazy. Now, our future going forward, we're a cloud VoIP provider now. That's our main focus. It seems to be, the cutting edge. That's where technology is going. And we're always on, the cutting edge of emerging technologies here. That's why, we're integrating Teams and all that kind of stuff. We custom design our VoIP solutions for our customers. We pass on those VoIP savings now that we, cut you off from Bell Rogers, all those guys. And we do all our calls pretty much remote assistance. We can come to you, obviously, but, the future is great. You can just do, screen sharing, all that kind of stuff. So who have we already helped? Here's just a small sample of some of the kind of companies that we help. We've got, Rena, nonprofit, Cardinal, they're a multi-location, courier company. We've got Mr. Safety Shoes. You probably know them. You've probably seen them around. They sell shoes for, safety when you're on site or, working with the fry cook, stuff like that. We've got car dealerships, so no matter the business, we can help you, and we probably have experience with a business just like yours. Now, it's not enough to just, help a business. We want them to be happy too. So, go check us out on Google Inline Communications. Check us out. Currently, we've got 24 5-star reviews. Go read those in more detail. Our customers are very happy. We don't like unhappy customers. Who wants to deal with that, right? We want, mutually happy. But let's get into why you're here. The Teams integration. Well, first, let me show you an example of no integration. So maybe this might look familiar. So you're going to have your current, dumb phone system that's just got, the standard expensive hookups to Bell and Rogers or Rogers. You got this brick wall here because your Microsoft Teams in no way can hook up to your phone system. And because of that, if you want to use your Microsoft Teams to make or receive calls in a kind of dumb way that's not as fancy as, our phone system, you have to pay an additional basically $22 a month on top of what you're paying Bell and Rogers for your other phone system. So you're kind of, you're paying double there. The services are siloed. You're paying for duplicates, and it lacks features because of that wall in the middle, right? They're not connected. Now let me show you with integration. So we can get rid of the old phone system and the expensive, traditional telecom provider. And we come in with our open source VoIP phones of your choosing and our unlimited service that's Inline right at the bottom. And then once we do that, we can get rid of that wall and you can get rid of that calling plan. And now everything's integrated together. Microsoft Teams is fully integrated to your phone system. Some other advantages of integrating Teams with TelCloud. So first, obviously, you're going to be able to merge our TelCloud business phone system with your Microsoft Teams. And what's unique is we're a telecom company first. So our ability to offer all those telecom things like unlimited calling plans, toll-free numbers. We can port your numbers very easily. We can design call flows, queues, IVRs, failovers, and most importantly, we offer very fast support, which is much more superior to Microsoft's, whenever we get around to it kind of thing. So you're going to be able to use your familiar Teams app to make and receive calls from outside your company, but you're going to be leveraging the power of TelCloud. You're going to benefit from our quick local support. You're going to be able to take Teams off your computer screen and have the option to use a real physical desk phone with Teams, which is amazing. And you don't have to buy one of those crazy $400 or $500, Teams only phones. Just, standard, you can get an $80 phone. It's going to work no problem. And you're going to save on Microsoft licensing costs for users requiring a physical phone only, because they don't need that extra little add-on that thinks, $5 or $8, something like. But here's a quick graphical representation of what we're doing here. Basically, on the left, you've got, your internal Teams environment, all your coworkers, that's how they communicate. And then on the right, you have your customer facing phone system with your public phone number, your IVR, all that kind of stuff. And then what we do is we're going to bridge that all together, which is just, really unlocks the unified, communication platform. I've been talking a lot about TelCloud, which is our, flagship VoIP platform. So let me, tell you a bit about that, because if you don't like TelCloud, why would you want to integrate with it? But I guarantee you're going to love TelCloud. It's one of the best, cloud VoIP systems out there. Very easy to use, very powerful. And this just shows all the endpoints you can use, right? You can use TelCloud from your computer, your cell phone, your Teams app, or even, a physical desk phone, traditional way. So first feature, unlimited incoming and outgoing calls. You love to hear it. No one wants to worry about how many minutes are we using, all that kind of thing. Inline, totally unlimited. Never worry about your customers receiving busy signals. We're also going to have call queues in TelCloud, and that's going to allow limited staff to answer more calls than there are staff, basically. So customers call in, and as agents are available, they can just pull those calls out. We've got great hold music. I'll talk more about that later. You can customize it. It's amazing. So if you're not using a physical desk phone and it's a cloud VoIP solution, that means you can work from anywhere. You can use the soft phones on the cell phone, the computer, or your Teams app, and it's going to be just like you're at the office. No one's the wiser. As I said, you can choose any phone with TelCloud, which is very powerful. So choose what's in your budget. You can use them with any provider. You have the freedom to choose different manufacturers like Yealink, Polycom, Grandstream. You can buy these on Amazon. You can buy them anywhere. It's very flexible. As I said, Yealink, Polycom, Grandstream, and there's a wide price range that you can choose from, whatever fits your needs. And most importantly, you can integrate with Microsoft Teams and use Teams as your client, basically. Now, if you're using Teams on the computer a lot, this is like our flagship headset that we use. It's called the WH66. And what's really amazing about this, have you ever thought about how you'd use a soft phone on the computer? How are you going to, hear it ring and then, pick it up? You'd always have to have your headset on, right? Not with this. This has a built-in speakerphone. So, you can hear it ring and just pick up your headset and put it on your head, save your ears. It's really amazing. It can Bluetooth to your computer, Bluetooth to your phone, and just answer calls from anywhere, basically. It's really amazing. Just thought I'd mention that. Now, when your phone system's in the cloud, you really benefit from multi-location, because when it's nowhere, it's everywhere, if that makes sense. When it's off premises, everywhere is on premises, if that makes sense. So first, you're not going to be paying for duplicate services like, phone lines at this location, phone lines at that location, because it's all just reaching out over the internet. So you just have one service through Inline that you pay for. And because of that, you're going to have simplified billing, right? You're just paying one bill. And when you have a centralized phone system, you're going to get consistent customer service experience no matter what location you call, because all those numbers are going to just route right back to that one system, which then goes out to the stores. And because of that, you can centralize departments to serve multiple locations. You could just have one dedicated customer service pod that answers all CS questions. And it's going to simplify your staff training, because you don't have different phone systems all over the place that are, set up a little bit different, maybe different manufacturer. It's all the same. So it really streamlines that. And it also streamlines the deployment process because there's no physical deployment, really. It's really just the phones or even just soft phones, so no phones. And really great for multi-location is the reports and statistics. It's going to reveal major insights into calling patterns, busy times, slow times, maybe, problematic, employees aren't answering the phones like they should. You got all the proof right there. It's amazing. Now, I mentioned this a little earlier. One of the things with TelCloud is you can have custom hold music and custom messaging while on hold. So you can take advantage of our custom hold music and match it to your company's brand or image, which is very powerful. The brand and image is everything, and you want, your hold music to match that experience for your customers, and we do that for you. And if your customers are on hold, maybe for a minute or two, they're listening to that nice music, but in addition to that, you can set messages in there that are basically advertising the services you offer to them, or, you can inform them of their place in line. But, say you've got, a major sale coming up or something like that, you can let everybody know. Very powerful. Now, TelCloud is also very, very user-friendly. As you can see, you click in here, they got play buttons, it's in normal English. And our IVR builder is no different. Look, it's like, it's very, very simple. Press 1 for this, press 2 for that, you're very familiar with that. But look at all your options. You can play a message, have it dial an external number, press 3 for customer service means, put a call queue there. And if you don't want to record your voice, you just type it in. See this thank you for calling Inline? That's all just text to speech. You just type it in, choose the voice you want, and it's going to generate that audio for you. You never got to pick up a phone or record your voice to build this. It's amazing. What's also amazing is the button builder. So if you've ever had a phone, you maybe got to call someone just to do a new hotkey on it or part keys or something like that. Not with TelCloud. It's very, very easy to just graphically set up those buttons on your phone right here with a, a graphical interface. It's very easy. Continuing with some great TelCloud features, we've got call history. Every single call that comes in or out, answered or not answered, is going to be logged. You can see who made the call, who it was supposed to be going to. You can listen to the recordings if you have recording turned on. You can filter by date, department, the number that called. Maybe someone said, hey, I called and I didn't get, something happened. You just look it up here and verify that. Very, very powerful, and it can save your butt sometimes too. Now we also have call center reports. Very powerful if you have a lot of people answering the phone. Maybe it's hard to keep tabs on them, right? You can just use this call center page. And as you can see, we have these colors, right? Green, yellow. What you do is you set up the statistics you want ahead of time. And then you just can look at this page, and green equals good, you're good. If something's red, maybe some agent isn't answering their phone, or the power went down at some location, you can instantly know by looking at this screen. Those greens will turn to, yellow or red. But if you want to really get into the nitty gritty, we've got that too. Look at these great graphs, all these numbers, and these drop downs at the top. So right now we're looking at our abandoned calls, which is calls that someone tried to call, no one answered. They didn't go to voicemail, nothing like that. So that's a great, statistic to look up. And maybe you could even call these people back. You can filter by queue. Maybe just one team is having an issue answering their calls, and this is how you would find that out. How else would you ever find that out? You need data to make decisions. With TelCloud, we give you so much data. All these drop downs abandoned, you can switch that to many other things, outbound, inbound, whatever your heart desires. If you can think it, you can get it here. So you're saying, hey, that sounds amazing. How do I get started? What's the price? Well, here you go. Here's our prices. And of course, we offer volume discounts. So if it seems, maybe a little pricey to you, don't worry about that at all. We're very competitive. And you can see all the amazing features we offer. We offer all the standard features you'd love and expect, as well as more. And the plan you're going to want to get, if you want the Teams integration, I would recommend our Ultimate plan, because that's what gets you the Teams integration. It's going to get you that full Microsoft Teams with the dialer. And on top of that, you're going to get some amazing call center features like the live agent monitoring, live queue monitoring, all those great things I was just talking about. You're going to get 100 toll-free minutes included, and you're going to get that call recording, which is amazing. And if you want to choose any of the lower tiers, that's fine too. We've got add-ons at the bottom to, bring you up a little bit, but we offer all the features you know and love: unlimited calling, music on hold, voicemail, parking calls, audio conferences, video conferences, screen sharing. That's all part of our UCaaS platform. And yeah, just a quick reminder down here in the bottom right, we've got 24 5-star reviews. Maybe you've been shopping around. These prices seem comparable to some other competitors possibly, but I really implore you to please go read the reviews, because it's not all sunshine. I'm not going to mention any names, but please just do the reviews. We are competitive and we've got great reviews, so just do your due diligence before you make any decisions there. And yeah, there you go. Thank you guys for sticking to the end. You get to hear our limited time offer. If you give us a call today at 416-800-2691 and you mention code TelCloud54 when you sign up, you're going to receive Yeelink's flagship T54W VoIP phone for free, which is a $300 value. And that's one of the best premium, bang for the buck, middle of the road phones that we offer. You're going to love it. Everyone in the office is going to be jealous of you. And let me just get into some quick Q&A. So these are our most frequently asked questions. So I'm just going to run through these really quick. So can I keep my existing phone number? Yes, of course you can keep your existing phone number. Those numbers are yours. We can port them over to our service, but at the end of the day, they're always your phone number. And if you ever need to release them for some reason to go somewhere else, that's absolutely no issue. But how long would our phones be down during the migration? Say we sign up, we're switching over to you, we're porting over the numbers. How long are we going to be out of business? The answer is 0. Migration is seamless. Your old phones stop ringing, your new phones start ringing. There's 0 downtime. Now, can I reuse my existing phones? That entirely depends on the phones. Unfortunately, some of the older VoIP providers, the phones are locked to the system, which is not great. And if you have some much older phones, they're not, open source VoIP phones. Or if you're renting, you might not own your phones. Make sure you own your phones. But if you own a Polycom, Yeelink, anything like that, Brandstream, those are totally open source, and you can bring those to us, no problem. So who will record all of our greetings? All of our, thank you for calling so-and-so, press 1 for this. Well, as you saw, we can do text to speech. And on top of that, we have that great, latest and greatest AI text to speech that you can't even tell it's not a real person talking. And we can use that to help you generate custom greetings that are all consistent. And, someone leaves the company, don't worry. We've got that exact same voice for you to keep making new greetings. So maybe you've heard that VoIP needs really good internet. And you're asking, do I need special internet for VoIP? The short answer is no. Nowadays, pretty much all internet can handle VoIP, no problem, unless you're really, really out in the middle of nowhere with dial-up or something like that. It's going to work great. So how do I get started? That is a great question, and I'm glad you asked. So to connect with us, dial 416-800-2691, or you can send us an email at sales@inlinecom.com, or you can head on over to inlinecom.com, and we've got a big ol' get a quote button. I want you to just go there, press that button, and we'll get back to you within the day or the next day guaranteed. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to our webinar. And I hope we hear from you soon. And yeah, just wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.